All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into another market and trade review for today, the 6th of March, 2024. Let's take a look at things, how the market did today. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. We do one of these every single night after the market closes, and we're taking a look at market conditions, where some of the big names are going to be moving, if there's any small names that are starting to pick up volume, and where those will be heading. There is a link in the description of this video for free stock. That's right. It's not a scam. It's a referral link. You go ahead and sign up for Webull, which is the platform that I used to trade on right here. This is Webull. And if you use that link to sign up, you and I both get free shares of a stock. All you have to do is deposit like $1 to $5. You can deposit as little as $1 and you're in. Taking a look at the paper account today, right? That's not correct. Custom March 6th to March 6th. Today we were just shy of a grand. Oh, it didn't grab it. Custom March 6th to March 6th. There it goes. $958 on the day. Not a bad day. Some of our swings are up a little bit more. Some are up a little bit less. We did have to cut the, what did we cut? We cut something. JFrog, no, Google, AI. It was the DraftKings. Yes, we cut the DraftKings position, unfortunately, that we were trading, and we want to take a look at that to get started on today's video. So DraftKings, we go ahead and turn on our supports and resistances and lines we have, right? The reason that we cut this is the weekly chart on the daily, is because of this break here below this support and a big bearish close below the EMAs, below the support that we had here, and we were down pretty heavy on this position, so we decided to get rid of it, and most likely this is going to come down and test. It might not, who knows? Tomorrow there's a Fed speaker, anything can happen. So we'll take a look at that, but we had to cut that. The market overall today, hiding the barcode, the SPY, perfect wick off of the EMAs as expected, right? In this bull run, there's still no sign of anything changing directions yet. And on the 5-minute, we had a really choppy afternoon. A lot of really big wicks in here, right? And these are 509. These are like, is that a $2 wick? Yeah, $2 wick almost in there. And these are about dollar wicks. So it was really choppy from about 1:30 to about 2:30, an hour there. And that's when Jerome Powell was, giving his remarks to Congress. And we could read the notes and stuff of what is going to be going on as far as the Fed is concerned, with tightening of interest rates and Fed policies and things like that. It's a mess to trade that. You got to just be quick scalping. We took one trade in here that put a screen from this EMA test down to this wick of 508, and we were out, right? And we used the exit as the test of the previous low of day. So we can go ahead and actually stick in a support in there for that. And that's where we couldn't get below again later on that day, which is a good indicator of the direction starting to change when we stop putting in lower lows and we start to put in higher lows and the curve up. And sure enough, we closed up just a little bit, although red on the day overall. So tomorrow, Fed speaker, like I said, it's the biannual report to the, who is it? It's like the bank something, Federal Reserve. Let's see, I don't know what it is. We can look at markets. There's like an economic calendar somewhere. Here we go, calendar, economy event. Let's see what it is. So he reserves semi-annual monetary policy stuff. That was today, and then tomorrow it's another thing that he's speaking. Anyways, that's what caused all that chop. So let's look at some of the names that really are worth paying attention to. Google, Apple, and Tesla all very weak right now. Really interesting. While tech puts in this big bull run and highs, Apple looks on the daily without the barcode. It looks like so, right? Putting in new lows today, and looks like we're coming down to the 165s. It's going to be a fun bounce down at this area to play Apple back on the upside. That'll be interesting to watch. Google, right, wicking off of this trend line that we have here, closing low though, and now below the EMAs. It did that once, but then wicked up back in here. We're gonna see, can we hold? Do we go? or is this another drop off? If we do drop, then we expect down into the mid 120s and then down to the bottom 120s. That's what we're looking on for Google and for Tesla, right? Tesla did drop below the support and then wicked back above it. Tesla is in free fall mode. And a lot of people, are convinced that Tesla is very overpriced. It is an automatic, and that they don't agree that it's a tech company. I am in the party that believes it's a tech company, and the valuation is pretty fair. And I think it should be more expensive right now than it is, right? Because when you're buying a stock, the price of the stock is what has the potential to happen, right? That's what Wall Street is buying and selling off of. Excuse me. We are in this gap down in here. We could gap fill down from previous. I don't see it happening. And the next support is going to be down here at 162, about a $14 move, give or take, from there. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with Tesla. Looking at some of the smaller names, right? The things that we are trading in this swing. JFrog, nice little bounce. Looking for some recovery. Square, holding the EMA. AI, bounced off the EMAs. Hood, bounced off the EMAs. Mara, did not like this. We're not in Mara right now though, but this is interesting as Bitcoin. We'll go back to Bitcoin. We'll take a look at that, to why Mara, the miners, are not following DraftKings. We talked about we had to cut this. And Nancy is not doing too good. And almost, people are saying, like, what if Nancy bought a ton of Palo Alto up at the top, and then it tanked, and now it's coming back down just to like watch the market burn, and like people on Wall Street best freak out and say, oh, Nancy doesn't have it anymore, So we'll see. Taking a look at Nvidia, right, which continues to just amaze analysts and people all over. New all-time highs once again on Nvidia. It's just gap after gap, all the way up. When will it stop? I don't know. I saw an article today. The analysts are saying 1,400 as a price target by the end of the year, which is insane for Nvidia. The growth on this thing, right? It's crazy. Crazy what has happened on Nvidia. Looking at Bitcoin, right? We are starting to see, like we talked about, the new all-time highs. We said we would probably drop back down and have a period of consolidation, which we have done the last 1, 2, 3 times that we have formed this pattern. This time the break up is not as high. From 62 to 69, this was from 51 to 60. Oh no, it's a 10K move just about. Just the candles look bigger. Interesting. So I'm expecting a little bit of upside, and all the crypto stocks after hours have been gapping up. And so for that reason, we are swinging Coinbase overnight, up 9% on that. We're probably going to exit that at market open. And we swung some SPY calls into tomorrow as well. We're probably going to get some high volatility moves at open in anticipation of the Fed speaker. And so premiums are going to be more expensive. We're just cashing in on the premium increase, not on anything else as far as price targets are concerned. So that is the SPY overall. Bitcoin, Coinbase, MicroStrategy, crazy moves. We like that healthy wick there. And something I want to talk about today, a little bit different, is some China names. Baba. I'm going to take a weekly look at Baba. Taking a look at, actually so we don't have any charts drawn in here on Baba, but we're going to go ahead and put some trend lines in here, right? On Baba. This is what we're looking like on this stock. And we're down in this range right in here, right? What do we do? Do we hold this? Do we come back down? Is it a 66 level drop? Is it a 57 level drop? We don't know, right? But it is about time for some of these China stocks, and we can go way back, right? We're down here at this support down here as well at IPO prices. Very, very interesting. Another name, NIO. Same story, right? With this pendant down. Something like that, right? That's rough, but coming down and squeezing here, and we're down at almost IPO prices. Actually, at IPO prices. Would you look at that? Interesting. Does this go to the ground? Do we keep going? Nobody knows. Another one, KWeb. Same story, right? So China names coming down to these lows. Will they go to zero? Probably not. Where do we go from here is the question on a lot of these China names. So what do we look for, right? We start to look for a change in trend, a trend break on the weekly, not so much on the daily, but on the weekly, we want to look for a trend break where we put in weekly higher highs, right? And higher lows. So far we have not done that. If you count this one, then we can go on monthly, right? And we have put in a monthly higher high. No, we haven't. It's a higher low right here on the monthly. The weekly is some higher lows, but we have to break above, right? And I want a solid break. In fact, we can chart this even a little bit cleaner, like so. Yeah, that's cleaner. We want to break above for NIO to get going. And when the China names start going, right, just like any sector, they will all move together. Oh no, what did I just do? There we go. They will all move together. So watching those names, China names, those will be probably some longer term swings that we will try to work with on the account. Then the last thing we want to look at is with Bitcoin. And I want to show you guys a chart that I found on Twitter from Jake. And let me go ahead and pull that over. So this is really interesting, right? This is from Jake Wu, Jastik. I love Jake. He's a great market analyst. And what he is talking about here is, right, Bitcoin moves and how things changed after the breakout. So this is the 2017 breakout, and this is the move up, right, at above previous all-time highs. This is the October 2020 breakout at all-time highs, and we busted up, and now we are at this spot again, and we have made new all-time highs. Do we follow suit and do it a third time, or is this where the trend and pattern breaks? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Anything can happen. Trade accordingly. Remember, if your goals and dreams don't scare you, they're probably not big enough. I will see you guys tomorrow.